Welcome everybody. Today we'll be basically continuing our work on our recent merger of the community banks network. Specifically today I will be talking about how to enhance our current network so that we can achieve the 99.999% uptime, otherwise known as the 5 nines uptime. So today again our presentation will really focus on achieving the 5 nines network uptime. And as part of this, we will address concerns for power failure, inclement weather, single cable or conduit failure, internet connectivity, and hardware failures as well. So here's a recap of what we've achieved so far. Basically, we've achieved network integration, we've achieved Active Directory and email server integration. We've also upgraded the network and scaled it up to meet current demand. We've also instituted secure online banking services. So all of this are very useful and important for us to move forward. Here's how we will basically achieve our uptime of the 5 nines. We will use redundant power supplies for network devices and servers. We will also use uninterruptible power supplies and of course backup generators for our systems. Most importantly, we could decide to go with an N+1 redundancy strategy. Using N+1 will afford us each single unit, each entity of our infrastructure would have a backup unit. This could keep the cost down. However, if we want a higher reliable system, we may consider an N+2 in which we will have at least 2 additional units as backup for each individual entity in the infrastructure. Here is a nice schematic for a high-level network design overview that gives you an idea as to what we intend to create to achieve our 99.9999% reliability or uptime. Again, as you can see here, we do have redundant nodes at the core here as well, distribution systems, access again, distribution systems, core data centers, internet. So all of this will have replicable components, making them highly redundant and of course fail safe in every situation. So this slide really emphasizes our redundancy strategy, but most importantly, the actual significance of these strategies in achieving high availability of our network. So each of these categories that are listed here specifically showcases the solutions that will be implemented to mitigate potential failures. And of course, a brief explanation for each of them, including things like using UPS for power supply, redundant network parts protected from environmental hazards for inclement weather, dual connections for single cable or conduit failure, internet connectivity redundancy using multiple internet service providers, automatic failover mechanisms. So all of these things are designed to ensure that our uptime for the network is at the 5 nines. Now let's dissect these strategies individually. So here we will talk about power failure redundancy. Our strategy here again will be to basically use uninterruptible power supply for all critical network components. To achieve this, we will use USB-S capacity to support operations during extended outages. We will also employ automatic switching to backup power in case of primary power failure. We will also have generator backup for longer outages or complete grid failure. All of this will be to ensure that we do not have power failure issues. So let's look more at inclement weather redundancy. Bad weather can be some of the major issues that organizations face for outages and downtime. So ensuring that we prepare adequately for inclement weather is very important. Thus, we need an inclement weather redundancy plan and strategy. To ensure this occurs, we will have disaster-resistant network, equipment, and cabling that will be designed to withstand extreme temperatures, humidity, and of course vibrations. We will also ensure that we have redundant network paths and connections, which will minimize the impact of a single point of failure due to weather events. And most importantly, we will also have off-site data backup and disaster recovery plan, ensuring the data availability and quick restoration in case of major incidents. All of this will be done to ensure that inclement weather does not affect our uptime of 5 nines strategy. Looking more in detail about our single cable or conduit failure, basically redundancy strategy, we will ensure that we avoid any single points of failure in the physical infrastructure by ensuring that we do have redundant cable paths and conduits. Most importantly, we will also minimize downtime due to cable or conduit failures by ensuring that we have automated failure mechanisms to switch to backup connections in place. Network monitoring system for timely identification and resolution of issues would also be carried out to ensure that we do not have this affecting our 5 nines uptime target. It is very vital to understand the significance of being connected to the internet in today's world. Internet is no longer a luxury, it is a necessity for almost every enterprise to successfully operate. In order to ensure that the connection to the internet does not delay or create more downtime than our targeted 5 nines, we will ensure we do have multiple geographically diverse internet connections. We will also ensure we have loading balance and traffic routing optimizations. We will also back up our internet connection for critical operations. This will be very important in order to ensure that we do not have any downtime accrued or coming from internet connectivity failures. Hardware failures are unfortunate, but they do occur. And when they do, they can cause a whole system to come to a halt, increasing downtime, loss of productivity, and of course, frustration. Making sure that this does not slow down or in any way obstruct our path towards achieving our 5 nines uptime, we will have redundant network devices with failover capabilities, virtualized server environment with high availability features, and hard swappable components in critical equipment. So our risk mitigation plan is based on the simple fact that security is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. By utilizing all of the strategies that we've discussed above, staying informed about emerging threats, and adapting our approaches needed, we can build a resilient network that can withstand the inevitable storms and keep our data flowing, irrespective of basically the challenges and unforeseen contingencies that life may throw at us. So to calculate our maximum expected downtime for the year, we convert our uptime to downtime percentage. How do we accomplish this? We subtract the uptime from 100% to find a downtime percentage of 0.001%. Then we calculate the number of minutes in a given year, and that comes out to be 525,600 minutes. Now that we've done so, we will then multiply our downtime percentage by the minutes in a year, and when we do so, we come up with 5.2 minutes per year of maximum downtime calculation. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions regarding this presentation and how I can help make this easier for us to move forward. And these are my references. Feel free to explore any of these resources for your own personal education. Thank you.